Good morning. It is day 83 and it is 6:35. I've already been to the bathroom once, but I'm going to brush my teeth and just had my breakfast bar for breakfast, that something MX. It's got 32 grams of fat and 420 calories. And so I'm gonna go brush my teeth. My tent this morning was full of dew, so I wiped it down and now I'm trying to let it dry out, and my quilt got wet because it was touching the tent, so trying to let all that stuff dry out before we pack up, and then we are headed out and going to be at Luray today. We broke camp right at 7 o'clock and we're heading out of the campground and hitting the Appalachian Trail. And we have 17 miles to go today, so the day is beautiful. The sun is already up and shining, and the birds woke me up again at 5:30. We had a first today. We got on the Appalachian Trail, but we were heading south. So we didn't go too far before we saw Schnitzel, and she was eating her breakfast, and she asked us where we were going, and she politely rerouted us and had us turn around. So I just let them know that we were just coming up to say hi before we took off for the day. We saw a deer in the park, in the campground, and it was just grazing. They just don't pay attention to us. Like, they could care less whether we're there or not. They don't dart off. They're not afraid of us, and which allows us to get a really good view of them and admire them from a closer distance than we normally would, which is kind of fun. I didn't see any bunnies yesterday, and at lunchtime when we were at the wayside, we were sitting next to Slip Inside and I can't remember the other guy's name. I'll have to ask one of the girls. But they camped right next to us last night. So that was fun, meeting some new hikers and spending a little bit of time with them. I could do early morning hiking all the time. I think it's so peaceful. This morning has been beautiful. We have about 14 miles left to go. It seems like it's going pretty quick. And it's only 8:25. So we might get in early enough today to be able to do our shower, our laundry, and our resupply, so we can get out on the trail even earlier tomorrow and go a little bit further than we originally planned. So that'd be kind of nice. Our next zero is going to be Harper's Ferry. And if all my packages got sent back, that's where I'm going to try to get them to send to. But I will double and triple check my addresses. I'm so bad about that. I'm not a good proofreader, and I don't go back and check things over like I should a lot of times. So I have to own it. It's all my fault, but hopefully I can make it right. It was beautiful. This is the most look at that blaze. The most colorful I've seen this trail in the Shenandoahs. I was just thinking yesterday, I don't see hardly any flowers like I have in the other sections. And then today, bam, mountain laurels are blooming everywhere. I am super behind all of them. I just got off the phone with my sweet daughter Taylor, and so I was walking and talking and hoping that I wasn't going to lose service, and I didn't, so that was good. But I wanted to share this with you. I hope you guys like the views of the trail, because they're really beautiful. And the Shenandoah Trail, the section through the Shenandoahs, I'm not sure, I want to check on it, but I think it's like 106 miles long or something like that. Has been very kind to us, and it's been easy to make the miles in here, and it's been beautiful. Not necessarily a lot of views, although there have been some, but just being in the forest has been really sweet. And even though I'm going over rocks right now, we don't see a lot of them compared to where we just came from. All right, look at that tree. People coming out of the parking lot onto the Appalachian Trail are really not getting a true feel for what the Appalachian Trail is like, because this is pretty smooth. But it does give them a chance to get on it and walk a little bit on it, so that's a bonus. There's a rattlesnake over here. Here's the rattler.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
First rattler on the trail.
You can get past him.
Watch the rocks, watch the rocks. Just be careful.
Coming out of the woods. There's a blaze. Look at this view. We are arriving at the Pinnacle picnic grounds. It is literally right off the trail, and it's right before the climb to the Pinnacle. But it's got restrooms, it's got running water, it's got picnic tables, and it's a perfect stop for lunch, which is what we're doing. This is a really nice little area. Oh, it's got a water spigot right here. I need to walk back over here, but there's a sign over here. I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see about the CCC. It's the Civilian Conservation Corps. All right, here's the water spigot, and it's got a side thing where you can just dump in the water from your water bottle. That's where I'm going to be filling up mine, because I was almost out. And now the bathrooms are right there, and we're going to be eating right there. And they have grills. This is really nice.
There you go.
Yep. Just going to go to the restroom, and then we're heading out. So this path actually on the AT goes right through the park. So it's not like you're going to miss it if you're heading out this way. But it's got everything you need. Perfect stop for lunch. Just finished lunch and I'm back on the trail. We have a little over 5 miles to get to our final destination today. And all of us are hiking tired. My legs feel heavy today. And going uphill, I'm like, come on, one more step. And we're really not even that tough of an incline, but I just fake it till I make it on those tough days, because my belief on that saying is, if you just keep on doing it, you'll fall in line and everything will start working out, because the mind's a pretty powerful thing. So I fake it till I make it. On those days where my legs feel heavy and tired, like today. So putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, and I get to where I'm going. So that's what it's all about, right? You gotta muscle through the tough times. You'd think it'd be harder on the harder climbs, and trust me, it's hard on the hard climbs, but when your legs feel heavy and they don't want to take a step, you just gotta motivate them. And so we are recharged. I'm gonna share that picture of what I had for lunch. I mushed up an avocado, and I had some lemon juice dehydrated, and they're little packets that I buy, and some Celtic salt. And so I made a really bad version of guacamole and put it in a tortilla with pumpkin seeds. And I had a half of an avocado, so I was able to do 2 tortillas, and it was delicious. So that's what I had for lunch. Was able to fill up my water. I was getting really low, and now I'm revived. My legs are still tired, but I'm revived and ready to knock out these last 5 miles or so. So let's hit the trail. There's supposed to be some good views in the next couple miles. We're hitting Pinnacle top, I think, and there's supposed to be some good views on that. That's where we were originally going to eat lunch before we discovered this awesome picnic area. And so, but I talked to a guy who has an awesome van that he's been vacationing out of, and he said that the next couple miles heading north have some really nice views. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will share them with you. Here's one of those views right now. We have just summited the Pinnacle. We have one more mountain to climb, Mount Mary, and then, there's a ladybug. Where'd it go? There it is. And then we go downhill and get to the hostel. This right here is Wheat, and he is doing some trail maintenance. Are you a part of a club here?
I volunteer for the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club.
All right.
And it takes care of Pennsylvania to Swift Run Gap.
Wow.
And I've got a little 2-mile section here that I just maintain.
How often do you come out here?
I weed eat twice a year, and then once or twice I'll come out and look for trees that have fallen and stuff like that.
And so you help cut those down too?
No, I get to turn that over to somebody else who uses power tools that are it's above my volunteer grade.
Gotcha. Well, we thank you so much. You make this so much better for us. We appreciate it.
The last guy asked me, goes, "Do you get paid for this?" I said, "They don't pay me. They couldn't pay me enough for this. I volunteer."
Now, do you do a lot of hiking yourself?
Yeah, I did the AT in 2018.
So you're a through hiker?
Yeah, I
Fist
did
pump.
the PCT in 2022, and I'm doing the Shen 500 right now.
The Shen 500?
Shenandoah National Park has 500 miles within just the park. So I'm about 250 or so.
Wow, that's awesome.
And, so yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, I live right nearby, so I get to see parts of the park that most AT hikers don't get to see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
Florida, and you're through hiking?
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah.
What's your trail name?
Caboose.
Caboose.
For this reason, I stay in the back.
Yeah, you get all the good videos.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a nice hike.
You too. Thank you. Here is Bird's Nest Shelter. It is a regular, it's a shelter that's like literally right on the trail. And they said that this used to be a like day use building, but they turned it into a shelter. It's really nice. All stone, nice platform, and a nice fireplace, like the Smokies. Bird's Nest 3 hut. We just talked to 3 gentlemen hiking the opposite direction of us, so southbound. They're day hikers, and they had a box of donuts, so they gave us each a donut, and we sat there and talked with them for about 10 minutes. And I have a picture, so I'm gonna put it right here. And they were just so much fun to talk to. But they told us that Mary's Mountain has one of the best views of the Shenandoahs, and that is our last climb, but they said it's just a gradual incline up there before we head down to Luray. So we'll be able to finish with a beautiful view of the Shenandoahs before we end our day today. And I had a peanut butter donut and Reese's cups on top of it. I devoured it. Okay, so we are at a junction. If you go left, you go up to Mary's Rock, but you are taking, you're going off the Appalachian Trail, and you go to the right, you stay on the Appalachian Trail. You can see that white blaze right there. But it is strongly recommended that we go this way because they said the view, it's about 300 yards, is the best view of the Shenandoahs. And so we're gonna head up this way, take this little detour. They told us that you could see Germany from here. So Phoenix can wave to her family. Mary's Rock was way worth it. If you're doing the Appalachian Trail in the future, take the time to do that little side trail. It's about 300 yards, but it's well worth it. It's so beautiful up there. So glad we did that. Now we're heading down. We had a lot of rocks today. I just contacted the hostel owner of Open Arms Hostel, and they will be coming to pick us up. So they said it takes between 45 minutes and an hour to hike down. So we will be finished for the day at that point. And yeah, I mean, my legs were tired today for sure, especially on the uphill. I could really feel it, but you just gotta muscle through it, you know? And I think about this story that I heard one time, and I used it a lot, like all my other stories. And it was a story of a monarch butterfly, and I probably got not all the story right, but this is the part of the story that I remember and that I apply. There was a little boy that was watching the cocoon of a monarch butterfly, and the monarch butterfly was trying to get out of the little pinhole that they had made, and it was struggling, and it was trying to push itself through this little hole, and the little boy was getting impatient, and he really wanted to see the butterfly, so he thought he would help it. And so what he did was he opened up the hole and made it bigger so it could just slide right out. And what happened was the wings weren't strong enough and had no color in them, because the butterfly has to struggle through that little hole so that the blood that's in the body of the butterfly gets pushed out into the wings, and that's what gives it its color and its strength. And so I think about that, and I thought about it a lot as a coach. Like, I can't make things easy on my players. I've got to let them go through this struggle. I can support them and encourage them, but I can't fix it for them. And so many times we as teachers, coaches, parents, support people want to make things easier for whoever's going through the struggle, But sometimes we just have to let them go through the struggle. And sometimes I just have to go through the struggle. And had the little boy done that, that wings would have been beautiful color and strong. And that's what needed to happen in order for the beauty of that butterfly to come out. So I think, you know, you take that and you apply it to us. We sometimes have to go through the struggle so that we are stronger, better, wiser, more equipped. I mean, you could keep on going on, right? So when times are hard, we don't necessarily need to fix things for other people or make them easier for them or for ourselves. We just have to allow them to learn through the struggle and grow through the struggle. And, you know, like today with my legs, it was a struggle. I don't know if that necessarily applies to that, but that's what I thought about when my legs felt really heavy. And I just was like, well, you're just going to have to take it one step at a time and you will get there. And I did. And so now I'm taking one step at a time down this rocky path. It's been really rocky today, like I said. And then our journey for today will be over. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. It was much more exciting than I thought it was going to be. I did not expect that from Mary's Rock. And it was fun to interview the volunteer doing the trail maintenance and the 3 Virginia men that were doing their day hike, and just all the other people that we ran across the picnic area and all that stuff. So that was all pretty cool. It was a great day, another beautiful day, and now we'll have to see what the hostel has in store for us and our resupply, and see if my packages are here or if I have to redo that all over again. If so, I think I'm going to have them shipped to Harper's Ferry, and I think we're going to stay in a hotel there and do a 0 in Harper's Ferry. So hopefully, oh my gosh, I'm walking and I only have part of my stick. It's sticking in the ground over there. Hold on, I'll show you. I have no idea. I forgot to close out today. We are at Open Arms Hostel, and they picked us up from the exit point of the trail where we got out at the road and brought us here. We got our laundry done and we got a resupply, and I bought my dinner at Walmart, and yeah, it's been really nice. So I'm gonna give you a tour of our room tomorrow. And we are leaving at 7:45 tomorrow morning to get back on the trail. And our goal is to get to Harper's Ferry in 5 days and take a 0. So it's been really nice. I really enjoy this hostel. The owner has been really helpful. And I did receive a couple of my packages. I got my lumbar pad for my backpack. I got a new piece for my trekking pole, and I got a hiking skirt that I'm going to try out tomorrow. So didn't do any footage while we were here. It just seemed like it was such a fast turnaround, but we had a great day hiking. Hope you enjoyed the video. We had some amazing views and just really had a great time. Also, I got this really cool charm from Bits, and I'm gonna take a picture of it and show it to you guys so you can see it. He makes these, and his trail magic is giving them out to the thru hikers, so, and even to some section hikers. It's just really cool. So I want to make sure that I show you guys that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the morning. Bye. Peace out.